good.
So, first of all, how do you think your set went earlier on today?
Amazing. It's killer. It was, I can't believe we made it, and the crowd was amazing, and we had a lot of fun. Everything worked. We showed up minus a couple of guitars, but thank goodness our friends Aaron Cadillac and the Blackstone Cherry guys lent us some guitars to play because the plane they just didn't show up. You know, I don't know how, but you know, it's okay. But yeah, it's all worked out, and you know, the rain held off, and it's been great.
That must have been a moment of terror when you got off the flight and.
Finally get through customs and everything, and then you go and all the bags are there except for where's Jaren's guitars? You know, but I play the lap steel guitar, so that would be a lot harder to find at a festival like this. So at least if the guitars are missing, somebody's probably got a guitar you can lend. So at least all my stuff showed up, so it was okay.
Yeah, and unfortunately I had to come back in and do an interview. But I saw the crowd just before you went on, and there was a big old crowd out there.
I got a great panoramic shot on my phone, so it looks killer. I can take that home with me.
It must be a really nice feeling for you because normally when you play the UK, it's been the smaller sub clubs.
Right.
And to come here and play in front of a crowd like that, it must be a real buzz.
Yeah, I mean that was our second festival, and we did Sonosphere last year, and it was in a tent, and we had a good crowd, but that was even bigger, and you know that's really cool to be able to come over here and you know to be asked to do a big festival like this, and you know it's so cool. So even though we just flew over here to do this and we're leaving tomorrow, it's worth it. You know.
Yeah, it's a really short trip.
Yeah, it's even shorter than last year. When we did Sonosphere, we were here for 2 days, and we did 2 shows. Now we're here for 1 day and did 1 show.
Right. Yeah.
And then we're leaving tomorrow.
At least this time you'll be back before the jet lag had time to kick in.
I think so. As long as I keep drinking, it'll be okay. I think
Sounds like a plan.
I need another beer. Other than that, I'm fine. Yeah, it's all good.
And it's been 2 years now since your album came out.
Yep.
Have you started working on a second one yet?
Well, we put an EP out here in March, Peace, Love, and Dixie EP. So that kind of helped fill the void until we get a full length done, because we're trying to get something out in the States as well. So they were all a little pissed off in the States that they didn't get the EP and it came out over here exclusively. So you guys put out more singles over here. They wanted more music, so it's easier to put out music over here than it is in the States. There's a little bit more hoops to jump through, I guess, in the States. So we're constantly writing and recording. We just went in the studio and recorded a few new ones a couple of weeks ago, and we're hoping to get something out before the end of the year, here and in the States.
So you tend to record, write and record here a bit at a time, rather than we'll have a sit down. This is the writing period. Here's recording.
Well, we tour so much. We're on the road so much in the States that's one thing that keeps us from coming over here as much as we would like, and being in the studio as much as we like, because we're on the road every weekend. And during the weeks, we might get a couple of days at home, and it's really hard to find studio time and everything. So we do the most with what we can. So if every couple of months we get in the studio, and because we can record 3, 4, 5 songs in a day. We've gotten pretty quick at it over the years. So if we can find the time, then we'll do it. But so we're working on it.
I think there's a lot of bands wish they could record that fast.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. We were talking to somebody the other day about a band that they spent I forget how many days in the studio and recorded 1 song. And we did 4 in 1 day. So you learn it over the years. You just record. You keep recording songs. You keep playing shows. It gets easier. And
I suppose with it being 3 of you, that's less tracks to record for each song. So
right, you don't have 5 or 6, 7 people trying to figure out what's going on. We just go in there. We just hone in on it and knock it out.
Well, I suppose with the lap steel, it's not your typical instrument that recording engineers are used to, is it? So they're probably, what do we do with that one?
Well, and I'm playing the bass through it as well. So in the studio, I track it separate. So I'll go in, I'll play bass with the drums, and then I'll record lap steel slide stuff on top of it after the fact. So it's like I got to split my brain in half. So I'm kind of doing 2 people's jobs, and then Jaren will play and sing. So he's almost doing 2 things. So we're all doing the work of 5 or 6 guys with the 3 of us. So I guess that's one of the kind of things that makes us stand out.
On stage, you make enough noise for 5 or 6 guys.
Right, absolutely. We're trying to squeeze. We record it differently than we play it live, but it all comes out sounding about the same.
And when you head back to the States, I think it's about 2 or 3 months touring you've got over there.
Oh, the rest of the year, all year. We're staying out all year. weekend might be Monday and Tuesday when most people's weekends are Saturday and Sunday. So that's kind of how that goes. So, but yeah, we're out till Christmas.
And when you're not actually out on the road, what's your ideal way to relax and have a nice day at home?
If it's for me, I like to do anything outside. If I can go to the lake and do some fishing, or I've got a motorcycle. I'm a Harley guy, so if I get to go ride some, just anything, just being outside, or sitting on the couch and watching a movie, because you don't get to do that very much when you're gone all the time. So, either just being at home or kind of just running around and being outside, hanging out with the lady and the dog.
And in the past states, do you have the motor? Do you have to wear a helmet, or is
you do? It changes state to state. It's different. In Tennessee, you do. There's a lot of states that you don't, but I think you should probably wear it anyway. It seems like a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
I've heard way too many stories of people wrecking and then didn't have them on. So I try to be safe.
Definitely makes sense. Yeah. And when you're writing the songs, do you all sit down and work together, or do you sort of come up with? Is it one person normally comes up with the start of the song?
Sometimes we'll work on it together, or sometimes Jaron will start one and we'll kind of finish it together, or maybe I'll come up with an idea, or Neil will. So it's all kind of different. It depends. Every song's kind of different.
And do you tend to, presumably you must be writing a lot of it when you're out on the